Legally, Kitty Beans, you are not first. But in terms of currently awake and physically here, yeah, well, we'll take second. It's good to see you, my friend. We're doing Silent Hill F, and that's because I, one, want to shit myself, two, I'm trying to get back into streaming in the worst way categorically possible, by which I mean before I was like, oh, maybe I'll start streaming whatever I want, haha, and I just didn't do that. So like the stream today is going to be like an hour. That's like a bad unit of time for content. It's a bad unit of time for content on Twitch, and it's a bad unit of time for content on YouTube, and I just don't care because, you know, that's what we're doing now. So yeah, you got this morning. You were going to play later, but you would much rather watch me play it. We'll see how you actually feel about that, because the other thing that I'm going to do is spend half an hour talking about this title screen. I'm not gonna talk about this title screen for half an hour. This is also not the title screen. Like, I don't know if you can see on the left there. There's like a press any button font, very very like softly. I had one prepared bit that I was going to do, which is like, do y'all remember when they had Fire Emblem If? Why is Japan so stingy on buying letters? Why is this one only Silent Hill F instead of Silent Hill If? And that was it. I didn't really workshop it. I didn't really think about it. Please clap anyways, because you enjoy me and the bits that I do. So, you know. Hey, Wirebone. Yeah, it's an amazing unit of time for fans of demised content, we'll see. And Master Sword Maven, hello, hello. Okay. But yes, so I do always like to start new games with looking at the title sequence. Title sequence? Title screen. So assuming that something is going to change when I press any button, let's just talk about this. Japanese street? I can't tell if the road is supposed to be paved or not. I feel like the answer is no, right? Like, I feel like that the like sort of like ruts that we can see in the middle of the road from like tire treads ostensibly implies that it's going to be dirt. There is a necktie and a cloth of some sort on what I assume is supposed to be a clothesline. We've got a lot of wooden structures, which I love having hardwood structures, but obviously that does imply a certain degree of like potential for like mold and decay. We have a light flickering up here. I don't know if you can see my mouse, but we have like a little light flickering up here. If that's on purpose or not, like, is that meant to convey anything? I don't think so. I think we can all agree holistically that this is spooky Japanese place, like model 15, right? So, yeah. I don't know if Hutchco can hear me. Probably not, because they just resubbed. Just like refresh. Actually, why am I saying this? I've already said that I'm no longer being professional about it. Just refresh if you've subbed, and it should go away. Master Sword Maven, new setup among like 6 million things. I'm just not streaming for money anymore. I mean, if you guys give me money, hell yeah. But I'm not streaming for money. I'm streaming in a way more relaxed capacity. I'm only planning on like streaming for an hour or so, and we'll see how it goes. Why is typing in chat unprofessional? I feel like, God, none of this is about Silent Hill, this is something that I said that I would like maybe adjust the level of doing it, but typing in chat is a little unprofessional in my opinion, and this is a metrics thing. This is a numbers thing. But if you look at the people who are currently watching my stream. There's obviously everybody who's currently watching my stream, and then I, as the streamer, am watching my stream, right? So like most people, if you go in and you like click on their streams, it will say like one viewer, and that one viewer is ostensibly themselves. Now, the way that the Twitch API stuff has been going on for like determining whether or not people are real human beings watching or whether or not it is a file site resharing the link, and so Twitch thinks that there's like 50 people watching, is they do it based off of activity. So if you're interacting with the stream by like typing in the chat box, or, you know, like if you've got an ad blocker on, they will like purposefully not count that view because that ad blocker is stopping them from getting revenue, a whole bunch of stuff. So when I was starting streaming and I was like, oh boy, I hope I get affiliate, I didn't want to type in my own chat box because I was like, I don't want it to look like I'm artificially buoying my numbers. Nowadays, it really doesn't matter. And like, also I got affiliate a bajillion years ago, but like it was just something that was like always floating around in my head, because like once I think one thing once, it becomes an irrefutable rule. So yeah. Let me pay my rent before I resub. Thank you, Maz. Worse than ever. You know, you get it. And Kitty Beans, thank you for the 30 bits for a gift for me. Okay. It's spooky Japanese ambiance. You get it. I do like the red mailbox. I don't like the red mailbox as like a... Well, no, okay. If they use the red mailbox for a save system, that'll be interesting. These motherfuckers. We gotta turn down the audio, because I always gotta turn down the audio. Oh, also audio mixing is not going to be at like 100%. So feel free to tell me if anything is too loud, if anything is too quiet. I'm gonna need that info. I might not immediately interact on it, I'll be honest with you. But yeah. Sure. Okay. So the default settings were display language English, voice language Japanese. So I left it on English Japanese. There is a part of me that wants to switch the voice language to English, but I feel like if the default setting for the game was on Japanese, that I'm gonna leave it on Japanese, if that makes sense. So yeah. There's not too much more to talk about this particular title screen, although when you are highlighting over the options, I like how clear it is, right? Like it's clear which one that you've selected. It's not just underlining the option that you've hovered over, but it's also giving you that sort of bar. I'm not sure what's happening on the right-hand side over here. Now it could be like paint, like peeling, like it could be like an old painting where it's starting to peel away, and starting to mold, in which case, again, that sort of fits the Silent Hill horror thing. I've never played a Silent Hill game. I've watched people play Silent Hill games, but I've never personally interacted with it. So yeah, let's rock and roll. Action. I do not want it to be hard. Thank you. Hard. Lost in the Fog. Story. I kind of want to put it on story because I don't want to spend a lot of time on puzzles. But here's the flip side, right? Is like, it started me on hard. Like, it feels like hard is supposed to be normal, and then Lost in the Fog is hard, and story is easy? Whatever. Pyramid Head, butt naked is the Silent Hill experience. Fair. Hutchko said I should just do story. Okay, fair enough. I got nothing to prove. Oh, this sucks.
私は一人でも全然寂しくないの。仲間外れなんか気にしないもん。
Oh, this sucks so
ひな
hard.
こ、お友達のところに遊びに行ったんじゃなかったの？
男の子と遊ぶ子はおままごとに入れてあげないだって。
じゃあお姉ちゃんと一緒におままごとしよっか。
本
お待たせ。
お姉ちゃん。
何かいいことでもあった？
I'm gonna try and move the webcam.
昔を思い出してた。
Is the sister dead?
小さい頃から
Yunko? Is she dead? We haven't seen her face yet. Are we gonna see her face?
ひなこ、私ね。
これお姉ちゃんにあげる。
Controller just did a little vibrate, sure.
綺麗だわ。あ
I...
りがとう。
This sucks. I hate that we're not seeing her face. Maybe I shouldn't be superficial and care about looks like that, but also... That's bad vibes. Sure. I am curious. It looks like the F in fortissimo, right? Like, it looks like a musical score, like F indicating something. Not fortissimo, forte? I want to pause to move the webcam so that way I'm not in the way of the subtitles, but I don't want to press start in case that skips the cutscene, you know what I mean? I do like the amount of, like, mood setting that is getting done here. I like being immersed in my fiction.
ひなこ、親に向かってその言い草はなんだ。
お父さんやめてください。
Okay.
純子があんなにも高校娘なのに、どうして妹の前は何もかも正反対なんだ。
Junko is dead, right?
どこ行く？話はまだ終わってないぞ、ひなこ。
お父さん、ひなこだって分かってくれてますよ。
分かってたらどうしてあの態度になるんだ。これも全部お前がひなこをずっと甘やかしてきたからだろう。
Oh man. This dad?
ひなこ。
Dad of the
お
year.
父さんはね、あなたのためを思って
友達のとこ行ってくる。
早めに帰っておいでね。
This daughter? Daughter of the year. Okay. Hold on. Oh, I do like the menu being this way. Hold on. Because this is more like the options menu stuff. I want to try moving the webcam, which might be a mistake on my behalf. Oh, I see what's happening here. You're face to face with greatness and it's strange. You don't even know how you feel. It's adorable. But it's nice to know that some things never change. Okay. This... I meant to have something like this prepared ahead of time. I didn't, so we'll just rock and roll and see how it goes. The guy written by the guy who wrote Higurashi. Is Higurashi when they cry? Junko, while it's not a rare Japanese name, is the name of a victim in a historic and awful sexual assault case in Japan. Oh, interesting. Is that the same reason... This is about me about to fucking show my weeb card. Is that the same reason why Junko Enoshima is the character that she is in Danganronpa? Is it like on purpose? Okay. I should not have opened this because I'm seeing weapons, omamori, and items. That's good. Journal. Ooh. Ooh, this is powerful already. Okay. Shimizu Hinako. Hinako? So this is us. There's not a single extraordinary thing about me, except maybe being tall for a girl my age. Body snatchers. Or body switch. We're playing as Junko and we think we're Hinako. I don't actually think that's it. I'm just immediately going to say anything that can possibly fit the situation. I used to be in the track and field club, which is probably why I'm better at sports than most girls. I guess I got used to running around a lot when I was a kid, since I preferred playing with boys. Weird that this has come up twice now. I will admit I can be quite stubborn at times. I don't like accepting things that other people decide for me, even if it's the right thing to do. More than once, I've rebelled and made the wrong decision only to regret it later. Ain't that the fucking truth, though, girl? Okay. I love this. This is... More games need this, actually. Shimizu... Kimi? My mother. If I had to choose one word to describe her, it would be pitiful. She's the one who bears the brunt of my father's violent moods and malicious abuse. When I was younger, she used to protect me from him, so I didn't hate her back then. But maybe I do hate her now. Okay. I can see that we're really going for a, like, fun, light-hearted romp. Even as my father screams in her face, throws bowls at her, and sends her out for alcohol late at night, she remains ever loyal to him. I just will not accept her way of life. Sure. So the gold accenting that is being done is curious. I'm wondering if that's going to meaningfully come into play or if it's like a stylistic choice. Because if you see here around her hands, it's doing her hands are sort of like tied in like bondage kind of situation. Here, right, like what are the birds meant to be symbolizing? Unclear. Yeah, I'm curious. My father, when I first learned of the term patriarchal husband and that it meant a man who does nothing but boss his wife around, he was the first person to come to mind. Dad barely talks. He ignores me when I tell him good morning, but if I say nothing, he gets angry instead. And once he's angry, he just explodes. He loses all control over his emotions in the blink of an eye. He yells at Mom, throws things around, and even hits us. So, like, we're being real subtle on the, like, themes that are coming into play here. Why can't he act like that in public? Why does everyone else only get to see his calm, quiet side? If it meant I wouldn't have to spend another second with him in that house, I'd happily let myself be taken away. Wow. The feel-good hit of October. Yep, okay. Very, very subtle what we're doing here. My older sister, she's one of the prettiest and kindest people I know, and there's nothing she can't do. I rely on her for anything. Honestly, she's the greatest sister anyone could ask for. She's always been there for me ever since the day I was born until she left to get married. So I don't actually know too much about Japanese custom. I assume then, based off of this, that the kimono she's wearing in that sort of like prologue cutscene was like maybe a wedding kimono, something to that effect. But okay. Well, just, you know, a real fun vibe. What's worse than being dead, being married? Ah. Okay. Also, good to see you, Fa. Sure. We'll see. I'm nervous. I'm nervous on a number of reasons. One of the things that made me a little uncomfortable was the notion of like, okay, this is a thing that I talk about sometimes when I talk about like devices used meant to like portray vulnerability in horror games, right? But like we are playing a fairly young character. Now, it has been described that she is good at sports. So that is one thing that is going towards like a prospective physicality bonus, right? But like the setup that is being given here is not like a position of power, right? Do I like the motion blur? Do I have an option to turn off motion blur? Oh, I don't know if I did like the motion blur or not. Oh, there is a lot of information to process. Okay, well, we'll just figure it out as we go. We have no indication of if left or right is the correct way to go out the gate. So I am going to go right, because the right way is always right. Nice. Okay, here's the problem. It does look like the right way to go. So I'm going to go to the left to see if there's anything over here. I lied. Ooh, okay. Neighbor house? Okay. Article. Serious issues in Ebisugoka. April 21st, Showa 20, 1945, evening edition. So this is... ostensibly, this is a very late newspaper article, even from the perspective of the character that we're playing as. The onsen geyser that suddenly started spewing water on the 3rd of this month in Iwashimizu, Ebisugoka of Yamabe district finally came to a stop early this morning. The geyser reached a height of at least 30 meters, but the ceaseless noise and pungent hydrogen sulfide gas have left residents troubled. 3 individuals have been hospitalized with complaints of skin sores and other maladies they claim were caused by the gas. In addition, strong concentrations of arsenic have been detected in the geyser's waters, 20 milligrams per liter. Many residents have concerns about future environmental issues this might lead to. I am so curious why they didn't just go with nuclear radiation for the why is Silent Hill so fucked up? But then on the other hand, nuclear radiation is man-made, whereas a like nature-based punishment is more supernatural. Okay, sure. Exploration! Thank you. Thank you. I've played a video game before. Nice. Entry to mountain prohibited. Landslides blocked off the path used to climb up there. Okay. You keep trying to react to Twitch messages like you do with Discord. Hold on, sorry. She was wearing one in the family photo. When you get off work and see this is what you see on your Twitch. Appreciate it, Fa. I really do. Yeah, the vibes, hopefully different. Hopefully, big break was necessary and good, but yeah. There are no UI elements when I'm just running around right now, yeah. Like there's nothing in the top right corner over here. I can also move the camera elsewhere depending on what's going on. I will admit I didn't even think to comment on it, but it's a fair point. Is this house meant to be like a outhouse or separate building? Or is this house like a mother-in-law suite? And this is supposed to be where our sister and her husband are living? Very curious. Okay. Hey, JR. Playing a horror game. So, you know, if you're not in the mood for it, this is your one word of warning. But it's good to see you, my friend. Curious because it's such an interesting design choice. So I've got several questions about the design choices already. Here's a thing that like might not feel like a big deal to anybody else. And like, I don't know if it's substantive or real. Do you see how even her shoulder line is when she moves? Like, obviously when we're doing the run, there's a little bit more dynamism to it. But like, girl has incredible, like, constancy on her shoulder level. And that might be a weird thing to comment on, but I'm like, it was really throwing me off when I was like walking with her. Thank you for re-upping your sub, JR, with us for 35 months. What the ding-dang? Local doctor's note. There have been sightings of foxes coming into town recently. I'm sure that the older generations who have grown up learning to respect foxes are fine, but I'm concerned for any children who may try and chase or provoke the creatures. Okay, don't chase foxes. Foxes by nature are not aggressive, but just like wild dogs, they carry diseases such as rabies, tetanus, and oh my god, echinococosis, to name just a few. The town committee should send out warnings to ensure people don't get unnecessarily close to them. Here's a question. Is the parchment of the local doctor's note meant to convey how old that note is? Can I jump? I do not appear to be able to jump. Can I break into this person's house? No. We have also been informed that our character is a little bit rebellious, which I'm curious to see the manifestations of it. Like, obviously the entire thing about Silent Hill being emotional purgatory, right, is like, I don't listen to like instructions that are like perhaps good for me or whatever. Is like we're gonna get some sort of manifestation on that, but yeah. Like a Eurodynamics or like a gyro dynamics in chickens. I just wanted a euro apparently, so I'm thinking food. I don't know if I'm familiar with such a thing. I am very sort of brazenly going about right now because I think it's early doors and I think we're relatively safe. I never want to be corrected on that assumption. Have we seen... Oh, you know what? That makes sense. I was going to say, have we seen that same washing machine everywhere? And I think the answer is yes. What's crazy about this, now that I'm thinking about, like, the technology, what year do we think it is? I assume not 1945. But maybe I'm wrong on that assumption. Guess I'll pray. Yeah, will I? Oh my fucking god, this is our bonfire. What should you do about what? Yeah, this sucks. Oh, this is gonna be bad. Oh, I'm gonna do a lot of high-pitched screaming. Okay, here's what's interesting about this. Do we think the saving at the shrine is meant to be a representation of legitimate supernatural influence? Or do we think it's like she's at the shrine praying and like speculating on prospective futures. Both answers could be wrong. Feels like there's more town this way. Yeah, there's like way more town this way. Let's go back to the right. There's rotary phones, so yeah. Okay. Believe it's the 60s. Do I want an answer to the year? Yeah, give me an answer to the year if you got one. Oh, this is a fancy house. Sure. What sucks about this is it has real descent into the underworld vibes already. You know what I mean? Okay. I don't know what that sign means. Is it a address, perhaps, or like a name of whoever resides at this residence? Oh, nice. Why do I get to examine these bottles drinking at this time of day? Listen. Actually, I was gonna say you shouldn't judge. You know what, girl? You're allowed to judge. I give you a free pass. A woman is only complete when she's loved. Featuring the latest fashion for young women so pure, they make even flowers blush. Cool. Cool, love that. Love the flower metaphor for women. Love that very much. I feel good and normal about this. Okay. Somebody was eaten. And finished all his rice. So you know. It's the 60s. Okay. Ramune was invented in 1884. That is crazy. I did not know that either. Was the marble around in 1884? Surely not. Surely the marble was added later as like a fad thing, right? Not looking forward to coming back up here later. Not looking forward to retracing my steps later in the game. But potentially I won't. Potentially we'll never do anything involving any of this again. Really interesting that this door is stuck though. Really leading credence to my presumption that we're gonna come back later and the door's gonna be bust open. Chizuru Raya General Store, sure. I assume named after someone? Sure. Ah. Oh. No. This is fine. This is fine, and I do not feel myself panicking already. Mailbox, mailbox. Do you have some mail? That symbol at the top in Chinese means fire. I don't know what it means in Japanese, but there you go. You literally have ramune in your fridge right now. Listen, I could go for a refreshing bottle of ramune. You wish you could eat the marble. Ramune was invented by a Scottish man. Okay. It also means fire in Japanese. So, okay. This is truly not even like I'm playing the game. Is it Prince Jen? The story of like Prince Jen who took with him like 200 of like the brightest and best like young men and women, like 200 men, 200 women, and then either like there's a Chinese myth about China sending those people off, and then I think there's a Japanese actual historical record about Prince Jen going to China and then coming back. Is that the consensus on the written character thing, or am I like spewing some hot bullshit right now? Your Taiwanese friend is self-taught in Japanese because of how many characters are the same. Okay. Article. Serious issues in Ebi Sugaoka. I am sure that this editorial will be well-reasoned, well-researched, and very, very considerate. Starting around May, Ebisoguka began seeing a high number of small earthquakes. The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division... Sorry, I don't know if that's an actual name, like naming scheme of like an actual group, but it kind of rocks ass. The Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division predicts that there will be even more in the future. Residents remain on edge, fearful that these may be early warning signs of a larger earthquake yet to come. Rumors that these events are being caused by Inari-sama's curse. Inari is fox? Have been spreading among the more religiously minded of the elderly population. However, the Prefectural Disaster Prevention Division is urging residents to treat such rumors as superstition and instead prepare for any potential disasters ahead. Okay. Ooh, yams. Okay. Wait, is this not a mailbox? It's literally a mailbox. It says post. It's a mailbox. I refuse a world in which that isn't the case. Okay. Now, if I was a horror game, that would be a good place to jump scare somebody. Oh, I can't do anything about this? Oh, I see this and I'm like, cool and good. I have no additional commentary to make. Like, I mean, I know it's Japan, but come on. Okie dokie. I'm sure this blind corner's good. I'm sure it's really good. I'm sure the decreasing in audio that happened as I approached it is good. I'm sure that everything that is about to happen to me is good. Yep. I'm feeling really good about this corner. And I expect nothing scary to happen here. It's such a safe town, that's why this truck store is open. Yep, good.
すいません。運転手さんいませんか?
Okay. Nice.
他の道を探そう。
Is the implication that the truck crashed? No, the truck looks fine and the building looks fine. So it's just weird that the truck is blocking the way, is what we're saying. Okay, sure. Hate that. I just started. I can't be this scared of jump scares. Listen, I got bad news. Looks like something might have hit the truck. Oh, are you saying like the truck was parked normally and then might have gotten impacted? Maybe? I'm just not seeing any damage on this side of the truck that would imply such a thing. Also, the truck is incredibly full for these crates that are nearby, which the implication is supposed to be that, like, maybe the truck was being offloaded. And it has a tarp on it for the rain. Oh, God. Her talking scared me. She's not a silent protagonist, so that's going to be good. Can I squeeze in here? No? Okay. A shortcut up ahead, you say? A really good and cool shortcut. You know what I'm realizing? We have not been taught a crouch button. Though, if you push in right stick, it immediately orients your camera towards directly in front of your character, and that's good. I'm sure that'll never be relevant in any capacity. Okay. What? Are you fucking kidding me? Girl, why would you crawl through this instead of just going over these boxes? Or crawl through the truck cab, open the door on the other side, and keep going through this relatively brightly lit area. Shortcut my ass! This sucks. I hate this. I know, like... Okay. That's crazy. Because the implication is that there are people in this town who are alive and functioning. This sucks. Okay. We could go back in. You think they have any interesting rumors to tell if I were to do it again? Old ladies? Do you have any interesting things to tell me? Again? Hello? Oh, I can't go back. Oh, that's awesome. If you're curious, once you go inside of these, your only option is forward. Good. Did anything change back here? Nope, everything's still bright and sunny and good. Okay. You guys don't feel like gossiping about me and my family again? That's rad. Okay. So she's gonna do that every time we get out of one of those like crawl spaces. She's gonna do that little and like stumble forward. Good. I don't happen to have any weapons already, huh? Okay, like not just like a shiv I carry on me. Good.
サクコ、どこ行くの？こっち通るの珍しいね。 車が道を塞いでてさ。千鶴や？今は誰かと喋りたくて。私も後から行くね。うん。じゃあね。裏切り者。
Okay. Oh, these are tutorials, and then I get information. I live in the small rural town of Ebisogoka. Before the war, the town was lively due to an influx of people coming for the coal mines and dam construction going on in the northern mountains. After the dam construction finished and the coal mine closed down, it just became a sad little town. The grand iron bridge that connects the town to the nearby city is the only reminder of this sorry town's former glory. Sure. Oh, and then this is the person that we were just talking to, so the context. Igarashi Sakuko. One of my friends, she's always got her heads up in the clouds and is a little strange. She's constantly trying to worm her way out of paying me back for the 500 yen I lent her that one time. 500 yen being like in the ballpark of $5. Her father is the head priest of the Senin Sugi shrine in town. She seems to take great pride in donning the traditional Miko robes and selling charms during the New Year's celebrations. And she also maybe whispered that we were a traitor after saying that she would meet us at the general store. And if that was me, I would assuredly still try to go to the general store and hang out with my good friend. Curious. Okay. Hey Vish, don't worry, I haven't streamed for 10 million years, so you're good to go. Thought I heard some knocking. Where'd the driver go? Yeah. Oh my god! The implication that he hit something! I'm an idiot! The implication is that the truck hit whatever that horrible creature was underneath it. God, I saw the horrible creature and then instantly blocked it out of my mind. The implication is that he hit something. There's no damage to the outside of the truck. Fuck me. Okay. Suzutani Mayumi, last seen wearing white blouse, long navy skirt, beige neckerchief with black polka dots. Details of disappearance, rest has been torn off. Do we think this town is sacrificing women to some sort of god cult situation? Oh, interesting. Nope, I'm an idiot. This is literally where I just came from. It's not interesting. I was literally here 10 seconds ago. Awesome. No, wait. Yes. Okay. We keep moving forward. Are these supposed to be trash cans? These little wooden hutches? It's Crimply Destiny. It's true. 500 yen from the 1960s too. Oh, you know what? That's fair, actually. I did not take that into consideration. Wouldn't be the first time a town has done that. I don't think so. I think small towns are historically very safe and very good. I don't think anyone has ever had a bad time in a small town. That's why that country song exists. Try that in a small town. Is that song good? Am I allowed to make a joke about that song in the year of our Lord 2K25? Okay. There's a pothole. Still under construction. When are they going to be finished? Generally speaking, I would say not going into a pothole is a good policy. But invariably, when I am later being chased by horrible monsters, I am going to be very unhappy at her for not crossing it. Oh, good! I am thrilled to meet another normal human being. My good normal friend who's going to be normal. Shu. Shu's been my best friend since forever. He's my partner. We've been having playdates for as long as I can remember. When we played Make-Believe Space Wars, we'd call each other partner, and for some reason, it just kind of stuck. Kids in the Showa era tend to look down on the other sex, but never Shu. When I rebelled against my parents because they told me to act like a girl, he was the one who understood my feelings the most and stood by me. Interesting. Chizuruya might have started as a general store, but we've come to call it the candy store because half of what it sells is just snacks and toys. It's where all the kids hang out. My friends and I also meet up there, though we usually just sit outside and chat. Classic. Okay. Sure. Okay. I feel like Shu has lived a long, full, and healthy life, and that he is not going to say anything that reflects on any sort of perceived sins or guilt we might have gone through. Though it would be very funny if a truck just careened past and took him out, so, you know. Hey, Tempsu.
Yo, Aibo.
シュウ
あのさ、
なんか言ってよ。
お前こそなんか言うことはないの？
What is happening?
相棒にないんだったら私にだってない。
Like, the implication is that something big is going on,
お
right?
前らしいや。
I assume candy?
受け身な生き方なんてお前らしくないぜ。
Or is it
お前が
cigarettes?
自分で選んだ道なら、俺はいつまでも応援するからな。
Okay. Nice shoe.
シュウ
シュウくんお待たせ。
This is the...
ひなこもいたんだ。
This is not the Miko chick?
何の話をしてたの？いや、大した話は。
Literally talking about nothing, but
誰
yeah.
かとおしゃべりしたい気持ちだったんだって。
This is the chick
気が紛れて。
who...
それはよかった。お役に立てて光栄の極み。
Okay, kind of being
会える
bitches.
と分かってたら借りてた雑誌持ってくればよかった。
ああ、貸したままでいいよ。インコに貸した時点で戻ってくると思ってないし。
And we lent the other girl 500 yen?
笑いすぎだよ。サクコだってひなこから何か借りてるんじゃないの？私なんかあったかな。ねえひなこ、じゃあ私が借りてる500円も返さなくていいよね。サクコ利子つけて返すとか言ってなかった？言ってないよ。証文あんなら出してみろ。いいこと聞いた。 これからはサクコに貸すとき消しゴムであっても証文書かせるから。そんな意地悪言わないでよ。ねえねえ、昨日のラジオ聞いた？聞いた。でも途中で寝ちゃった。
This feels normal.
ひなこ？
あ、ごめん。何？
裏切りも。
Oh. Okay. Do I get to... Nope, I don't get to go around any, like, side streets or anything. Okay. Rad, okay. Not going slow and steady. Oh, this sucks. Okay, cool. Love that. Great. Awesome. Okay. That felt like that way had light and would be good. Okay. Okay. This sucks. This is rough. Okay. Never mind. I didn't want to go that way anyways. Oh, fuck me. Okay. Oh, fuck. Oh, fuck. I'm not sure this is the right way to go. Good. The map is not helpful. Right way's always right. Right way was not right. Oh, I've got bad news, lads. Right way was not right. Oh, fuck me. Okay, right way was perfect. Actually, I had faith the whole time. What the fuck is happening? Like, what is that audio cue supposed to be? Okay, lads. Oh. Painkillers. Wow, I was off on all counts. Sorry. Note from Shu. Hey, partner. These painkillers should work best for you. They'll not only take care of your headaches, but also any pain from injuries. I suspect that the main cause behind your gnarly headaches is from you unconsciously grinding your teeth when you're upset. Does that sound about right? If you ever need to talk or anything, just call my name and I'll be there. Red capsules. Painkillers and capsules relieves pain, raises spirits, slightly restores health, and current max sanity. Cool. Love a good sanity mechanic. And hey, everybody, I am super sorry for probably cutting the stream a little bit short, but I actually was not really committing to a long stream. I know I used to stream for longer, but we're doing things differently, which is to say worse. So thanks for being here. Yeah, good to see you, Tempsu. Good to see you, Epona. Thank you, Sentient Cloud. Don't you just hate it when you're hanging with your besties and the ominous fog kicks up? What was really weird there is I did not feel like the two of them were my besties, right? $20. Yeah, bad case of chicken pox. Yeah, we'll catch you, Wirebone. This is what walking around the city at 5 a.m. in Seattle feels like. Nice. You know, I don't think this is what people meant when they said to touch grass. Yeah. Yeah, thank you guys so much for being here. I'm gonna... Do we know if there is an option to save outside of those shrines? Nice. I like being at half health bar. I would like a save point. Fox Shrine. What's so fascinating about this is that Hokura versus these shrines, right? Like that you can save at the Hokura, but whenever you see these fox shrines are not like a save point. The implication of which being that the foxes maybe are not our friends? Wild. Like, the locals' doctor's note was like, don't attack the foxes. Is the answer to attack the foxes? Like, because like that's not very... I was gonna say Japanese, but I guess I don't know what is very Japanese. Inari-sama's curse, yeah. You don't believe there's a save outside of the Hokuro shrines. Okay. I'm gonna see if there's one, like, basically around the corner. We have a tutorial for combat, which I'm not thrilled about. And we have a tutorial for equipment. So... Wait, what did that say? Equipment, select items. If you run out of certain items and collect more of it, you won't have to re-add it to your shortcut. Oh, okay. So it's not that we have infinite. There is going to be resource management here. I'd like to save. I'd like to savor my progresso. Nice. Bandages. Bandages coated in ointment used to stop bleeding. Application is taught in all local schools. Greatly restores health. Wow! And it's on quick shortcut circle. Awesome, awesome, awesome. Feeling good. This town is kind of giving me, Get back to Sakuko. Sakuko Shu? No, Iwai Shu. Sakuko Igarashi. Okay. And then Rinko was the new one, who we didn't actually read the profile for. One of my friends, she's really put together, but can be a little inflexible in how she does things sometimes. When she set her mind to something, that's it. And recently, that something seems to be clothes, fashion, and other womanly pursuits. Rinko once confessed to me that she had a crush on Shu. I told her that I was all for it, but if she can't get used to the idea of rolling around in the dirt and catching insects for fun, she might have a hard time. Curious. Why we got an update? Oh, we did get an update. Unlike my sister Junko, who was always the golden child, I've been a handful ever since I was little. My parents told me that I'd never listen to single word they said. I'd make my mom cry and my dad furious. But Junko was always there for me. She understood me. She looked out for me. Everything is going to be great about my relationship with Junko. That's why I love my sister and have always done what she's asked of me, or at least I've tried. She would smooth things out between me and my parents, which made life in that house a little more bearable. That is, until she got married, of course. Fascinating. Around this corner is only gonna be good things, like the shrine that I need to use to save. Love that ladder, it's gonna lead me. Find a way back to the Chuzuruya general store. Gonna be really good. Gonna be really good to be up here. I assume only good things. If this gives me a contextual prompt to climb up. No. What? Curious. Why is it just giving me... What is the purpose of this little hidey hole? Oh! Climb over here! Everything has a purpose. I'm just not going to do it yet. Because I didn't go down around this corner, and there might be goodies over here. You know what I'm saying? Goodies? Propane tank? Oh my god! Oh no! Not actually the propane tank. Just red capsules on top of the propane tank. You get it. You've played a horror game. You know to check every single drawer. Don't worry about it, Socks. I also said that I was going to quit, and I do intend to. I just want to save. I feel like I missed a horror cue because I was trying to look in to see if there was anything in this corner. Fun fact, there isn't. Can I... Let me just get like a quick 411. Running back will not help me. So... whatever the horror cue was. Also, the implication thus far seems to be that this is reality, right? Either our character is undergoing an incredible amount of psychosis, or this is happening in the real world. Nice. Can I get a save now?
Shu? Rinko?
I would like a save point. Yummy alley pills, yeah. Just take random pills that are lying around. What could go wrong? Definitely would not contribute to the psychosis, I don't think. Okay, well this is a nice big open area to do a little juking, if it came up. Which I'm sure it wouldn't. Which I'm oh, God. The, nail inside of that wooden beam across that roof jump scared me. I'm sure there's no reason why I would want to come into this cul-de-sac and run around a big monster or anything. Oh! Okay. Cool. This sucks. Good? Yep. Love your stitched together boobs, ma'am. Ooh. This is unpleasant. Oh, that might have been an autosave. Saw a little icon. You want to check? Use circle to evade enemy attacks. If you dodge just before an enemy attack lands, you will perform a perfect dodge and recover your stamina. Fuck you! Okay. Okay. I don't want to hold to close. Okay. I'm really upset about how slowly my stamina bar seems to be refilling. Okay, can I get a save point? Is that an option that is available to me? Okay, you can escape from combat by getting out of enemy sight. Does this count? Or is this too close? Fleeing. The key to survival is knowing when to stand your ground and fight and when to run. You can escape from combat by getting out of the enemy's sight. Awesome. Do they despawn when that happens? That doesn't feel fair to me. Oh. Awesome. No, it was fair to me. Where's her eyes, though? I would love it if I could save at the Fox Shrines. If they would be generous to me. And let me save. A little save shrine, please. A little save shrine, please. Your pills, that's not a save shrine. A little save shrine. If you'd be so considerate. I feel safe now. I'm sure that monster will not come back over here. I'm sure I am totally and utterly safe. And that doesn't feel like a big cul-de-sac for doing another big runaround. Nope, I don't want to go down there yet. If I can avoid it. The fact that we do not have a crouch to hide feels strange. Okay. That feels like a dead end back over here. So let's see what's under this. Because if it would be a save point, that would be splendid. This sucks. This sucks and is not what I thought. I thought this was going to be a dead end. Okay. Cool. Yokon. I'm actually not breathing right now. A jelly-like dessert filled with red bean paste. A bite-sized delight. Greatly restores health. Can also be used as an offering. Okay. Offering certain items at Hokura will allow you to receive faith? Additionally, enshrining objects within a Hokura will allow you to receive faith. Using faith, you can draw for Omamori, pray to receive various benefits using a blank Emma, clear mind to recover sanity. If you've chosen story as your action difficulty level, which we have, then you recover both your health and sanity without using faith by visiting a Hokura. I'm going to get as much faith as possible, though, because I love paladins. Major cutscene moments like that icon that came up before. Okay. What good is a woman who can't even cook properly? And I assume that's our dad, right? Please don't have any monsters up here now. That would be really unfortunate. I don't want any monsters and would love a little shrine. A little shrine would be real good. Okay. The light feels good, right? Or no? Because there's a light here, which led to that secret. Maybe the light is not good? Like, maybe the light is not, like, going forward, but is good for, like... Oh, fuck you. Well, now I'm just unsure. I already climbed up here before. You big jerk. Because my thought process is, once you go up, you can go down. Do we think... Okay, we'll just keep going until we find something that is impassable. Hills, you say? This feels potentially big. Let's try coming back down here, because I don't want to miss out on collectibles. Even though I do also really want to hit a save point. This feels like this is where we would go to further the story. Do you know what I mean? What is our... like, backtrack parameters? Can we backtrack? Or once we commit, do we commit? Because if we're committing, this way is technically on the right-hand side, and the right way is always right. Okay. I did see a little symbol in the top left there. I'm gonna call it here. I simply must. Thank you guys all so much for popping in and hanging out. I appreciate it. Especially because I expected there to not be anybody. Because I don't know how regularly we're gonna do it or how often. But I am truly streaming 1 for pleasure, 2 for hobby. So, thanks for coming by, y'all. I'll catch ya. See ya!